leaving. Since I last streamed, I don't know if you guys were aware, but Kendrick Lamar came out of that fallout shelter that he likes to hide in while he's creating his. I just imagine, for some reason, Kendrick just sits in the dark, like Shikamaru, just planning. How can I destroy this nigga? He has announced his next chess move. He will be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. This was the biggest story on the internet yesterday, but I didn't stream yesterday, but it was the biggest story yesterday. And for a multitude of reasons, people are excited because people think that there's a chance he could perform Not Like Us. And for those unaware, if you're not a football fan, I'm talking about American football, not soccer or football. The Super Bowl is the biggest sporting event in the United States, and it's one of the biggest sporting events in the world. They average like 100 million viewers. There's a reason why it's expensive to advertise on there. So there is a high probability that Aubrey Graham could be called a PDF file in front of 100 million plus people, because the Super Bowl is a global event. Even people outside of the United States watch it. There's a high probability, which that would be bad. So once again, it kind of reverts back to the conversation. One of the key arguments I had, he said the FCC won't allow that. Be for real. We'll see. You don't know what he's going to do. The conversation that I remember having with Miles when we were debating, and like some things that I said on Twitter, in the Heart Part 6, Drake was basically saying that we fed you the information. This was all a part of his plan. And my counter argument to that was, your grand scheme was you fed him false information so he could tell the world that you're a PDF file, and now they believe it. I have a hard time believing that's true, because I'm not going to lie, that's a pretty stupid move. Unbiased opinion, I'm being 100%. I would never want that on my name, especially if I'm worth $1 billion. Ooh, I don't know. So to circle back to that argument, it's going to come back to haunt him again. I can take it a step further. The Heart Part 6. You supposedly fed him this information, and your grand plan was for this nigga to get in front of 100 million people during the Super Bowl to potentially call you a PDF file? At least I respect at least Cammy is being real about it. Drake fans, y'all gotta be honest. This nigga's playing chess. Also, him performing. Wasn't there like a Drake bar where he was talking about he does stadiums or some shit? Like, now he's doing them too. This is crazy. I don't even watch football. I will be tuning into this. Yeah, big as the Super Bowl, huh? Now he's performing. This man is playing chess. Big as the what? I do not watch football. I will be tuning into this for the memes. I will be tuning in looking for my next thing to add to the memes folder. This shit is fucking funny. There's no way. And you know the funny part about this being announced? I'm kind of at the point where like all the songs from the beef, I'm just over it. It kind of wore itself out, but this added a little bit of a flame to the fire. I was like, oh, it's kind of like I was over it during the Juneteenth, like right before the Juneteenth performance, I was over it too. And they announced the performance was cool. So like for this is like, oh, I guess I gotta play it one more time. We gotta spin it one more time. Oh shit. Hopefully by the time that he performs this, because there's a rumor there's a new album coming. Hopefully that new album is out so we can get some of that new material. Because I also don't want this to be solely about him getting on stage and trying to sun Drake. That should just be a piece of it. Hopefully the new material's out, we get some classics, and people have a good time. Another reason this announcement was a big deal is in the video, he took some shots at Drake. He was talking about there's no second rounds. And people were upset on Twitter about how the Super Bowl is taking place in New Orleans. And Lil Wayne is not performing, which I have to say that's a very disingenuous argument. The Super Bowl, I don't even watch football, and I know for a fact the Super Bowl has been in New Orleans a million different times, and y'all never complained about that. I'm confused. Why is it an issue now? I am confused. Why is it an issue now? You said, yeah, when has that ever mattered? Also, I'm going to be honest. Lil Wayne's not the best live performer. I don't know if you guys have seen him perform. He's admitted he can't remember his lyrics. Just look up performances. He can't. I personally wouldn't pay for a Lil Wayne concert. He's a terrible live performer. But what I will say is, if he does bring him out during the performance, that would be crazy. Does Wayne have an allegiance to Kendrick? Is Wayne still mad about Tammy? Because Wayne did say, hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't be mad at Tammy. I'm paraphrasing it, something like that. I forgot which song it was. But he said something along the lines of hoes gonna be hoes, so I can't blame Tammy. If he comes out, is he still mad at Tammy? Is he still mad at Drake? That would be fucking funny. That was it verbatim. It was 6'7". Yeah. I'm gonna play the video.
There you go. Give me one more. Ah. Come on. 2 more. Just like that.
I'm not mad at that, Cammy.
Exactly. What the deal, everybody? My name Kendrick Lamar, and I'll be performing at Super Bowl 59. Will you be pulling up? I hope so. You know it's only one opportunity to win a championship. No round twos. Let's get it. Boom!
This is such a genius play too, because Drake has been posting memes where he was talking. That's in reference to the Instagram post that Drake made where he said that, oh, we're gonna win round 2, insinuating he might make another move and reignite the beef. And that shit is funny to me because he kind of neutralized it once again. He said, I'm gonna reignite the beef, and this nigga said, no, there's no round 2s. So if Drake does try to do something, everybody's just gonna reply to the song, nigga, there's no round 2s. He turned it into a meme that it's gonna neutralize. He's neutralizing it. He literally, I'm not gonna lie, in the heat of the battle, right? I would say either Not Like Us or Meet the Grams was probably the best song in the battle. But I think 616 and my bad. I thought 616 and Not Like Us was the best, but I think Euphoria is aging the best. I think it's aging the best. That song is aging like fine wine. He's just outplaying him, bro. That superpower being neutralized shit it keeps coming back. It's genius shit. You can't as a rap fan. I own multiple Drake records. I'm always gonna like it. I'm not one of those people because I do think it's corny to be like, oh, because somebody lost a battle, all of a sudden I don't like their music anymore. I think that shit is corny too. His new shit is not hitting for me, but like I'm still always gonna like some of his older stuff. The same way I still listen to Jay-Z after Nas bodied him and called him a Tybo ho. I think that's corny, but I will say, when it comes to what in the current day, this nigga is getting bodied, bro. This nigga is getting bodied.
February 9th, 2025. Wear your best dress, too, even if you're watching from home. Let's go. Yay!
I'm always going to play Feel No Way.
Man.
I'm always going to play Child's Play. He got this shit spinning, bro. Is it because he's trying to spin the truth? No, let me stop. My thug is Heart Part 6. He said, I'll see you later now. He's talking about round 2. Like, nigga, just take the L. Just take the L, bro. I genuinely, because remember, he was supposed to go on vacation. I genuinely think he should just disappear for like a year. Let us miss you. Let us miss you. Because like the stuff that he's been putting out, all those Lucy's has been mid. This is not, in my opinion, this is not, he could have got away with that like a year ago. But I think right now is not the time to be, the way you overcome this is just starting winning again, right? When did Ether drop? Ether release date, Nas. That was on Stillmatic, right? That was 2001. What was, when did the Black Album come out? Black Album release date. What the fuck? No, not that one. Jay-Z. Yeah, see, this is why Jay-Z did fine. I think I had the timeline right. So Nas bodied Jay-Z with Ether. Disappeared, came back 2 years later, dropped one of his, in my opinion, probably it's between that and the Blueprint 1. He probably dropped arguably one of his best bodies of work. Everybody everybody forgot about. I don't want to say they forgot. Ether is still, in my opinion, like the most influential, rap battle song. But like, he took that L with grace. That's how you overcome it. Yeah, Jay-Z's retirement album. That shit was their retirement. He responded to Nas on that too, but he did it in a great fashion. I think Drake needs to do the same thing. You can overcome an L. Like, let's not do that. And like, Drake does have the skill set, especially if he's able to clear his name, because there's still a lot of stuff out there that I don't know. Nah, the Blueprint was trash. You're bugging, bro. You're bugging. Were we listening to the same thing? Girls, 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 girls. Ain't no love in the heart of the city. That's a classic. You're bugging. I don't know. What do you think is a classic album? What do you think is if you want to say the Blueprint 2 is trash, then I would agree with you. That was not a good album. If you want to say Kingdom Come wasn't a good album, sure. But the Blueprint, nah, you're bugging. That's one of the best rap albums. You're bugging. Who said that? Get that man. The whole chat. Get that man a 600. One thing I've learned about this battle, I don't think some of y'all are rap fans. I think some of y'all are just Kendrick fans, or some of y'all are just Drake fans. But like, I don't know. Are we listening to the same thing? You need your ears checked. I don't know. Time to see if he's valid or not. Yeah, what's your collection looking like? Man, y'all be so quick to give it 600. That shit is crazy. If you want to say that's not your favorite body of Jay-Z work, the Blueprint, that's cool. I'll give you that. But trash? The Blueprint is trash? I don't know about that one, man. I don't know about that one. Hey, matter of fact, stand on that. I got a challenge for you. Walk into a barbershop, the most hoodest barbershop ever. The blackest neighborhood, right? Walk in, and right when you sit in the chair to get your hair cut, start a conversation with all the barbers and everybody sitting in the chairs, because you know how everybody talk to each other. Start talking about rap. And be like, man, I got something I want to get off my chest. Barber, what you want to say, man? The Blueprint trash. That nigga's gonna fuck up your hairline. I guarantee it. He said, don't say that shit. Stand on that. Say the Blueprint is trash in a black barbershop. Say that shit. Stand on it. That nigga gonna say, You said it depends on the region? I don't know, man. I don't know if that depends on the region. Classics is classics. People from the East Coast and the West Coast would say that Speaker Box Love Below is a classic or Aquemini. Good music is good music. I don't know about that. Now, certain people might have a bias towards what's their top 5, but good music is universal. I don't know if I agree with that. It said, I'm from Southeast and Blueprint is fire. I don't know, man. That was a crazy take. Hey, but people entitled to their opinions. I'm done talking about music. So be aware, Super Bowl halftime show. Kendrick will be there. Edge up on an ankle. He might get away with that in Idaho. Ain't no black people in Idaho. Let's talk about the latest edition of Ubisoft is in trouble, because I swear a new article comes out every week. Ubisoft investor writes an open letter to express deep dissatisfaction. Look at this. What is this? All right. Is this music related?
Hey, Ken, you want to turn the lights on?
No, leave them off.
This is exactly what I would imagine.
You heard it?
I expected it.
Okay. You know you saw that.
Kendrick acts like L in what's the anime? But Death Note. He acts like L in Death Note. The boy.
Let's get this shit.
Drake.
What is that? What is that? What is that?
What we gonna do, man? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If I could be a fly on the wall when Meet the Grams dropped, I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall at the OVO mansion. I would have loved it.
Put that away, Cody. No, we're not doing that.
Bro, I'm just saying, bro. Just tell me the truth, bro. You got a daughter, bro.
Man, no, I don't have a daughter, Tubbs. You know this. How long have I been knowing you?
Chubbs, you know this.
I don't know, bro.
I don't know either.
Man, bro.
I made a song called Family Matters, and he drops a song called Meet the Grams. Oh, you almost think I'm fucking stupid. Who's the mole? He said it had to be somebody close to me.
Who's the mole?
40? Who?
Drake, we don't even know half these niggas, bro.
Hey, Kenny, you got them person here.
And Cammy, can you confirm if this is true? Is 40 still close in the OVO camp? Because what's the name? I remember in an interview, I think it was with Hot 97. What was it? Pusha said that he got the info about Adonis because 40 was pillow talking to a girl, and then the girl told him. I'm not gonna lie, he out the group after that. Niggas is pillow talking about my business. You out the circle, bro. You can send some beats. So I'm correct on that. But is he still in the circle though? That'd be crazy if he is, cause like I can't trust him. I can't trust him, bro.
We done dropped them niggas from tomorrow.
What?
Huh?
You can send some beats, bro, but that's about it.
What the fuck? What the fuck is that? What is that? Who are these? What the fuck?
Drake, on some serious shit, I think we need to leave that nigga alone, though, bro. Like, we ain't got shit on him, man.
What do we
Like,
do?
he know our every move, like he Batman or something, bro.
I'm the boy, Chubbs.
I'm the boy.
24 hours.
I will say one of the most interesting things about Drake is like the things that he's able to get away with. It just goes to show you how popularity kind of influences a lot of minds. Cause like some of y'all in the chat are like 23, 24, and people are calling y'all unk. When y'all call me it doesn't bother me because I'm at that age, right? But like niggas will be like 27 and somebody who's 19 will call that 27-year-old the unk, right? Like ageism is very big, but it doesn't apply to Drake for some reason. Because if there was any other 37-year-old talking about, like if I was on my stream talking about I'm the boy and I'm 34, I'm the boy, y'all be like, all right, bro, cut it out, nigga. But Drake is 37 talking about I'm the boy. Like, no, you're not, dude. You're 40. Like, what are you talking about, dude? Yo, shout out to Dex Lab with the sub. I appreciate it. It's just weird, the bias. I don't understand. And is it just because he's popular? Like I guess we accept it that he says that shit. But then on the flip side, you're making fun of J. Cole for talking about Grippy, respectfully so, because J. Cole's up there too, and that line was tacky. It's just the inconsistencies on the ageism is what I'm talking about. Yeah, this nigga's 37 talking about shorty, your body is tea. Like what? But he's not a Grippy type of rapper. Also, J. Cole was married. I think that's what made it especially like, bro, you're married. We know you lying about them bars. Talking about Grippy. Like, we don't want to hear about your wife's grip. Put it into context, Curry is a year younger than Drake is crazy. It's crazy. Ubisoft investors write an open letter. I don't care. I saw them tweets with Nicki. I don't care what she has to say. I don't think I've really ever seen Nicki tweet about anything about Lil Wayne. Now all of a sudden she cares. But let me stop because I don't want the barbs. Actually, I don't care if they attack me because I'll just turn my phone off. I'll close the laptop. Problem solved. Ubisoft investors write open letter to express deep dissatisfaction with company performance. Follows reports of underwhelming sales of Star Wars Outlaws. No surprise, the problem with Star Wars Outlaws is it's painfully average. Not a great game, not a bad game either. Don't really care. A lot of people don't care. Like, people don't have extra money to spend, except for the PS5 Pro. All of a sudden, everybody found $700. But people don't have extra money to spend for 7 out of 10. A Ubisoft investor has written an open letter to the company to express their deep dissatisfaction with performance and strategic direction, urging the board to consider taking the company private. Translation: I think having to appease a board of investors who only care about bottom line and profits is fucking with the creativity of our games. And the lack of creativity in our games is making it so we don't stand out. And because we don't stand out, we don't sell. We become too formulaic. The letter from whose name I cannot pronounce, my apologies, from the hedge fund AG Investments and Partners follows a second fall in Ubisoft stock in under 2 weeks. It dropped by 10% 2 days after the release of Star Wars Outlaws, and this week has fallen another 7%. As a significant minority shareholder in Ubisoft, via AJ Investments and our partners, we are writing to express our deep dissatisfaction with the current performance and strategic direction of the company. The letter reads, corporations always fuck with creative fields, man. They just don't understand. No, that one dude said corporate greed is not to blame. That's so funny how this argument counters that, right? The recent quarterly results, which included the postponement of key games like Rainbow Six Siege and The Division in 2025's lineup, and a lowered revenue outlook for Q2 of 2024, have heightened our concerns about management's ability to deliver the value of shareholders over the long term. Share price of Ubisoft has decreased by more than 40% over the last year compared to the rise of its competitors and indexes. I think what worries this too, it's a publicly traded company, but originally it was private. I forgot the name of the family, but it's a French family. I want to say like, I don't know how to pronounce their name, but they also own that mobile company too. It's a family-owned business that went public. Now it's fucking up. And that, the Guillermo family, yeah, they own it. And I'd imagine they're probably looking at it like, ever since we went public, it's fucking up with the direction of the company. And now we're at risk of losing family wealth. Like we could be fucking up shit, basically. That's the problem with going public. So now they're probably looking at it like, damn, maybe we need to go private again and take control of the ship, man. Yeah, tell the shareholder to shut the fuck up. They're ruining 2K too. They describe Ubisoft as a great company that is deeply undervalued due to mismanagement from, damn, they blaming the family. The Guillermo family and Tencent, which has a 49%. Damn, so never mind. They're blaming the family. They're saying that's the reason. They're saying they need to get it away from the family. Management is focused on pleasing investors with beating quarterly results and not focusing on long-term strategy to provide exceptional experience for the gamers, the letter continues. So the family is in alignment with the board. They're not worried about creativity. My thing is if it goes private, who's gonna own it? If it's not the family. He therefore urged the board to consider taking Ubisoft private to address issues from the public market pressures or not to block a potential takeover. I swear to God, I joke about this at least once a month. People think I'm joking, but like Ubisoft is constantly at threat of being taken over, a hostile takeover. If the board of directors of shareholders say we don't like the way it's going, they could vote, hey, we want a new CEO. Other proposals include staff optimization through further layoffs, of course. A focus on core IPs and changes to management. How about new IPs? Keep the family away. Ubisoft, Eurogamer has contacted Ubisoft to get a comment. Over the last year, Ubisoft share prices, they're just yapping, corporate shit. Tencent has shares, I believe. Tencent ruins everything. We don't need to focus on no more core. We don't need core IPs. We don't need no more Assassin's Creeds. We don't need more Far Cry. If I could advise Ubisoft, what made you guys great is in the early 2010s, you guys were one of, and it sucks, for people who are younger, there was an era where Ubisoft was pushing boundaries. They were one of the most innovative companies in the gaming space. I remember when they revealed Assassin's Creed 2, that shit was mind-blowing. When Ezio climbed on the ledge and stabbed that nigga and pulled him off. Nowadays, it's not mind-blowing, but like, they were really trying to do new things with their games. But what happened is, they got their big three, which would probably be Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and then maybe The Division. And they just kind of stuck to that. Or you could do Watch Dogs. Those are kind of interchangeable. They just kind of stuck to that formula, and it's been a vicious cycle of just 7 out of 10s, some even 5 or 6s. Best case scenario, an 8. Because every once in a while, they will drop a banger. Some of you might disagree, but I did genuinely think, although I understand why people hate it, it wasn't an Assassin's Creed game, but Odyssey was fun. It was a solid 8, 8.5 to me. I did like the game, but for the most part, they've been dropping like 7, 6, 7s. Yeah, Rainbow Six Siege, that was a banger. Ran its course, but it was a banger. Another banger criminally underrated from Ubisoft is the Rayman games. In the 2010s, they never sold well. The last 2 Rayman games were great platformers, fire. Even the new Prince of Ethiopia, Prince of Persia, banger. People didn't buy it. They called it DEI. They said it's a black guy. We don't like that shit. But a Skull and Bones. Yeah, and then they drop a Skull and Bones. Oh yeah. Immortals Phoenix Rising. That was a banger. That was another solid 8, 8.5. I love that game too. So every once in a while they will drop a banger, but nowadays they just drop too many 6s and 7s, I think. Too many. The Prince of DEI, too many. I think they need to take a break and really think about establishing some new IPs and innovating and getting back to what they were known for. We're tired of, it's become a joke. Ubisoft drops a game. We know it's going to be shit all over the map. We know we're going to climb towers. We know it's going to be characters we don't care about. Immortals was rated low too. No, I thought it reviewed pretty well. It didn't sell well. I think some places did give it like a 7. I'd give it at least an 8. I thought it was a really good game. But it is. No, it reviewed well. Yeah, from what I remember, I thought it reviewed well. Let's look it up. Immortals, Phoenix Rising. See Metacritic. That's why we can Google shit. Google. Yeah, the Metacritic was like an 8. And then fans gave it a 7.7. If you round that up, that's an 8. That's where I think it sits. It's a solid 8.5. Prince of Persia got hit with the DEI tag. Oh yeah, people hated that game the day they announced it. That game was never gonna succeed. The day they announced that game, and the dude was black, they dismissed it. They was like, oh, we don't like it because he's black. Which to that one, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of understand why. The game's called Prince of Persia, and it was a black dude in it. So I kind of got to give it a pass why people were like dismissive of it. But then the game came out and it got good reviews. And I played it myself. It is a good game. But the thing about the internet is once the internet makes up their mind that something they don't want to fuck with, it usually is fucked over. That's what happened with Concord. Immortals was fire. It was a very, Immortals I would define as a very old school, just fun game. The story was nonsensical and goofy, but it was just fun to fly around, do combos and abilities and shit. It was fun to level up your character. Even the puzzles, I enjoyed the puzzles. I thought they were well designed. Was he really black? I thought he had dreads. No, he was black. He was one of the 4 protectors of. So in the story of the game, you're trying to rescue the Prince of Persia, and you play as one of his like guards basically, and I'm pretty sure he was black. Plus, I'm a sucker for Greek mythology. So if you haven't played this game, it's on Game Pass. Very, very underrated game. Very underrated game that did get a fair shot. But I wish it would have got a sequel. Nah, because even if it was a game where it made sense for the protagonist to be black, they would hate it, so they ain't buying it. Yeah, some people are just racist, unfortunately. Y'all know where Persia is, right? They have black people. Yeah, not to mention Persia conquered like half the damn world, so it's pretty believable that they had some black people in the ranks. But you know, critical thinking. Other news, reviews have come out for Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection Arcade Classic. No surprise, nothing but 8, 9s, and 10s. You think about a documentary video for platformers with the popularity of Astrobot. I meant to do some research on what's the popularity of it. I see it's popular on Twitter, but I could do that. Kind of like maybe like the decline. I gotta write that down. Yeah, I gotta find an angle to talk about the game. That might be it. I need to start sourcing y'all for ideas because I would like to cover the game. Yeah, the Rise and Rebirth. But yeah, 8, 9s, and 10s, no surprise. First of all, like I said, Marvel vs. Capcom 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. Just a really fun game. Back when games weren't trying to be MLG, because this game is completely broken and unbalanced, it was just fun. So because the base game was already good, it shouldn't surprise anybody that it scored well. But then also they added nice little quality of life features. You can save whenever you want. The new practice mode where it shows you the actual hitboxes, rollback net code. I'm copping this shit. It's good. The Easter eggs in Astrobot is cool. I believe you. Anyone have any good hotel recommendations for downtown LA? Yeah, I'd recommend not staying in downtown LA, bro. That's where all the zombies are. I wouldn't stay downtown, dog. And then it's gonna be more expensive for no reason. FromSoftware confirms multiple projects currently in development. Developers have started a campaign to hire more employees. I'm not gonna read this because the headline kind of explains more FromSoftware games are coming. What do y'all want though? The question: do you want a new IP, Bloodborne 2, or Sekiro 2? Because I think it's going to be one of those 3. New IP, Sekiro 2, or Bloodborne 2. Of those 3, which one would you want? I don't think Elden Ring 2 is coming. Not yet. I don't think that's coming. That's too massive. Armor Core DLC, that's possible. Bloodborne 2. Sekiro 2. I prefer Sekiro. I'd like to see them swing at it again. and clean up some things that I didn't like about the Sekiro 1, but I wouldn't be mad at Bloodborne. I'd still play it. Hopefully, if they do a Bloodborne 2, can we make sure it runs at 60 frames from software? That's all I would ask. And then I'm not gonna be mad at a new IP either. Liza P crossover. Oh shit. New IP. I heard an idea that was similar to Hogwarts Legacy, and I think that would be amazing. Where you hear that idea from? A GameStop employee? Who told you that? Believe me? Trust me, bro? So keep an eye out. We got a couple updates on Concord, the biggest flop of 2024, unfortunately. A game, we were just talking about games that never got a fighting chance. Immortals Phoenix Rising never had a fighting chance. Another game is Concord. I seen this on the timeline. I had to save it. Even though I don't like how this game was treated, this shit was still funny. Like, I still love a good meme. Apparently somebody found this in their local store. I don't know if this is a Target or a Walmart or something, but apparently at the Concord layout, you can find a RIP sign. Some dumbass employee is trolling. That shit is mean. Not like this, Lord. That's crazy. The game wasn't even bad. Shit's funny though. This shit's fucking funny. They pulled that shit right off the shelves, man. So yeah, that's a meme that I saw on the timeline. And then another update I had for Concord is leaked tweets from Firewalk dev concerning Concord. Blames the higher ups, saying many developers on the team don't want to work on the game. I believe these DMs came from Discord, which, by the way, Discord does not have encryption. I don't know why so many of y'all are chatty patties on Discord. The only thing I use on Discord for is, hey, y'all getting on the game? Yeah, I'm getting on. No, I'm not getting on. Bet. That's it. Too many of y'all Discord messages are getting exposed. Y'all being chatty patty. Let me see. I was gonna DM you after seeing this, but the site makes me pay to do that. So, oh no, this is on Twitter. There was another one I did see on Discord, then I should have saved that one. My fault. I'm just gonna say this here. A lot has affected the art side of Concord, including designs by committee, failure of some leadership to listen to the art team, etc. So they're saying the shitty character designs is due to the leads trying to push whatever characters they wanted to do. The character concept art team, including myself, is going through an extremely difficult time emotionally, and some of the team no longer wants to work in the games industry, design characters, or even do art anymore after this. Because of this, posts like yours, though understandable, are unfortunately ill-timed. Basically trying to say we are humans. They might have not had the control that they wanted. None of us knew which way the wind would blow with the studio. We're worried, sick and tired of the future. Not only that, but we are shouldering the brunt of emotional labor as the executives and directors dodge most of the blame. Unfortunately. I am allergic to online conversations. What? Just say hi, bro. Behind the scenes of all this talk about Concord and character designs, people's livelihoods are at risk, and there are very financial consequences that might hurt us even more. That's just what I can say from our point of view. I'm not saying change the course or anything. Like, he's basically saying, he's not saying like the game is great or anything, but he's like, it just sucks because we have to eat the L, and the higher ups are basically the ones that are causing the problems. Take this with a grain of salt, for real. That's another point too. This is just one person's word. But I have a feeling the story on Concord is not over. I feel like more stuff is going to come out about this game, and we're going to learn the real nitty gritty of what happened with Concord and why it ended up as a dud. All I know is if what they're insinuating is true, the artist didn't want to create the ugly character designs. The higher ups did, the woke character designs, the go woke and broke bros are saying they are. If that comes out to be true, the go woke, go broke bros are going to eat, bruh. If it turns out to be a conspiracy where they were like, no, we want you to push this type of character. Oh my God. We got to get off the internet for a week. Them niggas are going to go crazy. See, we told you, agenda. Won't he? The woke mind virus. Yeah, that's why I was taking it with a grain of salt also. Yeah, it's all a bunch of hearsay. There's no proof on it. Let me go into the sub box and see if there's any trailers. Let me switch my account real quick. Go to the Black Hookah, yeah. Saw a concept art compared to the final product, and it's bad. Let's see. We got any interesting trailers? Concord is going up on eBay right now for $140. It's probably for game preservation reasons, right? Like nobody actually wants to play it, but it's more so to say, oh, I got a copy of a game. Because think about it, it is really rare, right? They only sold 25,000 copies according to reports. Some of those are digital. meaning there's not a lot of hard copies floating around in the real world. So if it's looking from a gamer's like collection standpoint, somebody who wants to own every copy of every PS5 game ever, it's gonna go up in value because it's actually rare. It doesn't make sense, but it kind of makes sense. Yeah. Haven't heard of the Critical Drinker, one of the worst game grifters on the internet? Nah, I mute a lot of grifters. I don't look at that shit. The only grifting I see is on the Twitter, and that's because of the For You page. I can't stop it, you know? All I can do is mute so much. I'm gonna see some of it. New Remnant 2 DLC. Dead Island, we don't care. I Am Your Beast, official launch trailer. What is this? PlayStation 5 Pro stuff, we saw that. Satisfactory. What's this? Fashion Dreamer, Ender Magnolia, Into the Mist, Hollow Body. Was it like an event today or something? Star Wars Hunters. I had to block Elon like 3 times on Twitter. I swear I blocked him like 5 times and it keeps popping up, bro. Boom, 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 boom. I don't really see nothing too interesting. Who's getting the new Apple Watch Series 10? It's bigger. Sleep apnea detector. Dead second. Boom. You should do a review of the debate tonight. Is there a presidential debate tonight? Am I bugging? What debate? Like your friend. I don't care about it. I wouldn't stream that. Fuck no. I don't either. I didn't even know there was a debate tonight. Oh shit. Well, I gotta turn that on then. That could be helpful, low key. What could be helpful? Yeah, 8 p.m. tonight. Yeah, I didn't even know. They didn't advertise that shit. Diablo Immortal DLC, Bleach Souls. You can watch on Disney of all places. I'll find a link. I'm pretty sure it'll be on YouTube as well. Live debate reaction? Nah, fuck no. I'm not streaming that shit. I do not need to go woke, go broke bros in my goddamn chat. That chat would be in sub mode. The sleep apnea feature? Oh, yeah. Yeah. It depends on how long the battery lasts, though. It's only useful if you don't have to charge every day. Forever, guys. I don't really see nothing too crazy. But yeah, for people with sleep apnea, if it's accurate, it might help. Emote only.
Once a beautiful planet, now in chaos. For some time, the Guardians protected the people of
Gameplay?
But one day, they disappeared. Dr. Gray has forged one final chance. An android, Elsie.
Androids? They're back?
She will do whatever it takes and save the world.
Mega Man clone. Remnant 2 DLC. Space Marines 2 is dope as fuck. I believe Jay. Shout out to the 1,000 people we got in here. If you're new, hit the follow button. I appreciate you. Also, let's hit that sub goal. We close. Yeah, JG's supposed to be streaming Space Marines today. I might stream it once this week, maybe like Friday, just so I can get some time on it. We didn't do the podcast this weekend because some schedules got messed up, so like we had to postpone it to like this next weekend, this upcoming weekend. But it all worked out because they announced the PS5 Pro this week today. So I know if we would have released a podcast this week, people would have got mad because people don't understand the concept of sometimes things happen. So like now we could talk about the PS5 Pro on the next podcast too. Because I know if we would have dropped that episode, the whole comment section, you ain't talking about the PS5, like bro, we recorded it before. Like I put on the screen when the episode was recorded, and people will still ask questions. I do it every episode. But yeah, we're gonna get on Astrobot and Space Marines this week, so I can talk about that on the podcast too. You're assuming people read, right? This is coming out at a bad time. These boss designs are beautiful. Boss rush mode, that's fire. Boss rush with the homies is kind of fire, actually. My game of the year. This was a great game. I might have to actually drop this in the group chat. That kind of got me interested. Co-op boss rush kind of sounds fun. Shout out to Cozy with the sub. Appreciate you. Was Gears inspired by Space Marine? Well, didn't Gears come before Space Marine? I think the Space Marine IP is older than Gears, but like gameplay wise, Gears was like the first to kind of do that movement style. That's what a lot of people are saying. Yeah, Gears was first in terms of gameplay style. Nah, but like, yeah, I know the Warhammer IP is old, but like those Space Marine games are old. Because keep in mind, that's only are new. Because that's only the second one. The last one came out like a couple years ago. This looks pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I Am Your Beast official launch trailer. I'm already losing interest. Early access survival game. Oh my god. Oh wait, maybe this is something different.
I'm what the COI made me. And I'm not going back.
Harding. I know you're listening. You can still come in. We've gone fishing. You've held my son. Put this behind.
This gameplay is interesting. Reminds me of Super Hot. Yeah, kind of, yeah. Looks like a little arcade shooter. Slide around, do your thing. Is this VR? This is a game where you probably gotta get style points. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be an early access survival game. Wait, there's a review. Hold on, let's check it out. I'm going straight to the end. I'm not listening to him yet.
Grunts, for example. Equally, there's a lack of a signature gameplay feature to set it apart from the rest of the pack. It's basically super hot if you stripped away the ingenious slow-motion shooting idea where time only progresses when you're moving. Still a breathtaking blast to play, but not likely to stay in the memory for as long.
Price drop game? It's IGN, you know the score. She says 7 out of 10?
I Am Your Beast is a stirring, snack-sized shoot-'em-up that succeeds in spite of its simplified story and slightly punitive progression. Its supremely responsive controls and readily available arsenal of pick-up-and-slay weapons made me feel like a one-man army unleashed on groups of unsuspecting enemies. While its strict time-based goals and bonus objectives gave me reason to return to most of its levels to continually refine my approach. It may lack a truly unique hook to put it head and shoulders above the pack, but I Am Your Beast was still furious enough to sink its claws in.
That's funny.
To me and keep me gripped to it throughout its short stay. For more IGN reviews, check out our verdicts on Astrobot and Squirrel with a Gun.
Seven! Oh shit. That looks like maybe like a price drop type of game you get on Steam. It doesn't look bad. That's actually pretty interesting. Satisfactory official launch trailer number 1. Journalists are not gamers. I'm not gonna put that on everybody. There are journalists out there like, if you have, there are journalists out there that do play games, and then there's some out there that like I've seen interviews where like some of them said they wanted to be a journalist and they played games a little bit and they found a way to get into the industry through game. There are some of those that like I do think if you're gonna be a games journalist, you need to be a hardcore gamer that plays all different types of games. I do think that there are some casuals and there's some hardcore, but I'm not gonna say like all of them just fucking suck, but some of them do. Is this fake No Man's Sky? This ain't No Man's Sky. This is No Man's Ocean. No Man's Galaxy. I'm good off of that. We don't do the early access survival games. Ender Magnolia. Nope, not interested. Hollow Body. Okay, like the art a little bit.
There, Tux. Somewhere, scared and alone.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Silent Hill Jr. What you just say? Dead second. there's no way that trailer left the editing room and nobody thought to themselves, that sounds like a hard R. Nigga. Or the hard R. That's what it sounded like. That's crazy.
Prepare for the ultimate
Pokemon
VR
mod.
adrenaline rush.
Oh, VR? No, thank you. Libertator TD. Who edited this? This intense ass metal music with this fucking mobile ass game. Balls to the wall. Oh my god.